everyone, this is Jan from orJANics 50nRaw, or 50 and trying to be raw every day. And it is Christmas Day 2015. It is almost midnight. I'm almost on my way to bed. We had a wonderful day. God has surely been so good to us. We have wonderful children, friends, family, just, you know, it's a wonderful life. Truly, I have had a wonderful life, and I praise God for that. I did want to make some soap this afternoon. Even though it's Christmas, I just wanted to make some soap tonight. So after we got done playing games, and you know, I made some soap. In fact, let me show you guys what I made. Let me see if I can do it on my phone. Are you looking at what I'm looking at? Let me see. Hope you guys can see that. There's 2 men's soap over there that I used Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce fragrance for, and then these 2 I actually used a lilac essential oil for those 2, and that was fun. I like being creative. I am going to let me show you what I'm going to do over here. I am going to top off my, so I have a lot of pineapple in here now. I have a lot of pineapple cores in here. And I'm going to add the water to it. I'm going to add some kefir whey. I'm going to add all this kefir whey to here. I'm not going to add any more sugar because there's a lot of sugar in these pineapples. And then I'm going to put this plastic on it and a rubber band and leave it on the counter. And yeah, I've been drinking that every day. This week and last week, since I discovered that wonderful drink, I've been drinking it every day, at least a quart, most days 2 quarts. And today I just mixed half of the pineapple probiotic drink with half of a shake, and it was good. And I even had one of our friends, Randy, drinking it, and he likes it too. So I wanted to show you guys these books that I bought from Donna Schwenk. Can you guys see that? Hold on, I gotta get it centered. Cultured Food Life is the name of the book. And this is her first one. How to make and serve, I'm sorry you guys, how to make and serve delicious probiotic foods for better health and wellness. And then she wrote a new one, Cultured Food for Health, and your guide to healing yourself with probiotic foods, kefir, kombucha, and cultured vegetables. And I would say Donna Schwenk, okay, it's Donna, D-O-N-N-A, and then her last name is S-C-H-W-E-N-K. And she has a website that you can go on, and she has, if you pay $5 a month, you can get into her channel. And I've done that twice. I've gotten into her channel and then logged out of the automatic withdrawal, and then a year later logged in again, and she like really is the queen of probiotics. I just really admire that lady. She eats probiotic everything. She cultures everything. Her hot sauces, her chutneys. I don't really eat chutneys. I really don't know what chutneys are. Are they jelly? Are they jam? I don't know. But chutneys are not something that I've ever heard of a Mexican person eating. And since I live down here, where there's predominantly Hispanics, I eat a lot of spiced Mexican food. So chutney is not something I've ever really heard of. Even though I'm Canadian, I never even heard of the word chutney in Canada. So maybe I'm just out of the loop. But these are 2 really good books that I really recommend you investing in. In fact, you could probably skip the second one. I mean, skip the first one and get the second one, because they had a lot of the same information. Cultured Food for Health. And you can get this on Amazon. And she teaches you how to culture your food in such an easy way. She just makes it so practical. You know, she kind of empowers you to just not be afraid of it, to, you know, experiment a little bit, and it's great. I had a lady come in my studio. Question of the day a few days ago was, she has C-Diff, and basically it's a terrible condition of your intestines where, you know, in a nutshell, basically you have no probiotics in there, and you get a horrible bacterial infection that your body can't fight. And I've even heard of times where sometimes people may need a fecal transplant. That means taking somebody else's poop and putting it inside your intestines so that your body can take the bacteria from their stool and line it in your, and put it in your intestines. That seems pretty extreme, but if that's what it takes to get probiotics into your colon or your intestines, and, you know, do it. But gosh, kombucha and kefir and pineapple probiotic drink and cultured vegetables sure does seem like a better way to go. So I tried to talk to her about the importance of eating probiotic foods, and she had never had to have a fecal implant, and so but she was on some pretty serious antibiotics for her infection, which, you know, is not really going to help build any probiotic normal flora in her intestines at all. So I introduced her to kombucha. She was sure she was not going to like it, and she did. I introduced her to my basil lime kombucha, and she liked it. She came back the next day and got more. I talked to her about going to the grocery store and buying Bubba's or Bubbles, I never remember, pickles and they have a sauerkraut, and you know, starting to introduce a tablespoon of sauerkraut to every meal. Just, you know, but she was like, well, what's a probiotic? Don't I take that in a pill? And I'm like, yes, but you can get so much more of it in natural whole foods that you make yourself. And so much more of it, and so much less expensive, and something that you can put into every meal every day and drink it all day long and sip on it all day long. And so I know that I gave her something to think about, something to research, something to, you know, a little bit of education, a little bit of knowledge for her. So really hope that her and her husband, you know, really grasp onto that, because she needs probiotics in a serious way to heal her body. When you don't have probiotics in your intestines, you just kind of spiral downward, and one sickness leads to another, and leads to another, and leads to another. And that's what Donna Schwenk's book, oh, I'm trying to hold it on the other side of the phone thinking you can see it, but you can't. That's what her book is about, is how sick she was and how she healed her body. She started with kefir, and then she learned more and more and more about other cultured foods, and she healed her body using probiotic foods. She's not even a raw vegan, and I don't even know that she's a vegan, period, but she healed her body with probiotic foods. And I have to say, and some of you might not like me for this, but I have to say I believe that probiotic cultured foods are even more powerful than raw foods. Now, don't hate me for saying that, okay? That's my opinion. That's what I believe is true. Raw foods are awesome. They're powerful. There's enzymes and probiotics and phytochemicals and electrolytes and all that in raw food, and it's great, great, great for you. But how much better if you take that raw food and bring it back to life by culturing it. It just becomes wow for you. So I'm off to bed. And tomorrow, I'm going to spend the day packing, because we are leaving to Canada on the 27th, and we are going to see my parents for a few days. We were really hoping to make snowman and go skidooing and cross-country skiing and tobogganing, but they have no snow. No, no, no. We want snow. Only for a week. Caden's never seen snow. Cole saw it when he was like 6. He doesn't really remember it. We haven't been home to Canada in 10 years in the wintertime. So hopefully we'll see some snow, and I'll do some videos over there for you guys. I feel like my eyes are like rolling around in my head because I'm so sleepy. But good night, everyone, and I hope you had a Merry, Merry Christmas. And I will probably see you tomorrow for whatever questions I may have or have to answer or create, or I'll cut my soap tomorrow and I'll at least show you guys a picture of that. So, bye. Okay, as promised, this is my soap. I did have some technical difficulties, so it's got some bubbles in it. This is a jasmine soap. It smells delicious. And then this one is a men's soap, and this one, the fragrance is supposed to be scented. It's supposed to smell like Abercrombie and Finch, their fierce cologne for men. So those are my two soaps. I'm almost packed, right, Kaden? We're almost packed. We have all of our luggage that's lined up and ready to go, sort of. It's been a long day, tired, and it'll be a very long day tomorrow because we'll be traveling, so I may not talk to you guys tomorrow. So bye for now. Bye. And tomorrow's Monday. By the time you see this, I'll be traveling probably. Bye. Bye.